Hello guys and welcome back to the Fantasy Football series. Today we're doing our preview for Game Week 8. Let's get into it. This is the team that we're looking at now, and oh my god, I didn't realise there were so many injuries. Oh, that is painful. Muscle injuries, but like 4th of November, and what's wrong with you as a hamstring injury? God's sake! Oh my god, this team. Alright, let's get these quick changes put into the team then. Bloody hell. So the team right now is looking with Sanchez against Burnley in net. It's time for Ronaldo to get out. Honestly, it's just been painful recently. He needs to come out. He needs to. Sanchez is going to be in net for this week. This, as I said in my game review for Game Week 7, this Game Week 8 is going to be a week just to survive, and then next week I'm going to be using my wild card because I just need to get out of this rut and just clear the mind of the team and restart from anew. And we'll have 30 games left after this, and then let's get my wild card used. It needs to be done because he's not been playing well enough. Pau Torres against Wolves and Castagna against Sheffield United. Happy with those two. Obviously Wolves have been scoring recently a lot more, but Villa have been playing well, but Pau Torres should do me well. Obviously, this is another play where I should have had Matty Cash, but I've got Pau Torres, so I do. Castagna at Sheffield United, I reckon he can do something at Sheffield United. Same as Andreas here, also playing at Sheffield United. Backed on a double Fulham last week against Chelsea, and it did not pay off whatsoever. Saliba against City, yeah, probably not the best, but the way Haaland's been playing, might not be too bad. Bruno against Brentford, yeah, I'm happy with that. Foden against Arsenal, I don't know. And Salah against Brighton, could be 50-50 with that one really. Brighton have been going, yeah, we'll get smashed that game, but then we're going to just throw an absolutely mega result out here. So we'll wait and see. Højlund currently the captain against Brentford. You know, why not? And Morris now against Spurs. Obviously, I had Eze in. I was really happy with Eze being in the team. What I might even end up doing is just doing that and then making like Morris will come off the bench for him, and because I would want to see Eze play. But right now we'll put it like that. And I'd say I'm only making one change here. I'm only making one change, and it's for this game week and this game week alone. And that is either going to be Foden for Saliba. No, it's going to be Foden or Saliba, I was going to say. Because Kabori against Tottenham, no, I'm not really feeling that whatsoever. Foden. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Just because of pep rotation, I feel like it has to be Foden. Surely it has to be Foden that I get out of the team. So I guess let's look into who would be the highlight player for the game week. Of where I want to be looking for this midfielder. If I have to look at it in highlight terms, looking at Spurs, probably a Spurs player there. Maybe a Bournemouth player, the way Everton have been playing. Not touching up that game, it's not even. Not touching Palace without Palace without Eze. Yeah, I'm alright. Could be a Brighton player, but you know, Mitoma does love a game against Liverpool. West Ham, Newcastle, that could go either way. And it just comes to an Arsenal player then. So either an Arsenal player, a Spurs player, or a Brighton player. So let's start by looking at what players I could get in for Foden. Look at Arsenal first. He's against City. So let's see who could do me. So not Saka, not Odegaard. Wouldn't get Rice, wouldn't get Fabio Vieira, and might not have injured, so I'd just leave Havertz or Trossard. Not worth it. Brighton, what could you get me for 7.7 million? I could get any of your defenders. I could get March, I could get Mitoma. Mitoma would be a good option, I think. Obviously, it is against Liverpool, it's a tougher game. So let's see what Spurs players can get, because that is the easier game. Let's face it, the Spurs one is the easier game. I couldn't get Maddison, or I couldn't get Son. I'm 0.3 mil off Maddison. Imagine if I got rid of a stupid one, -4, and I could get Maddison. No, it's just for this game week. So, that leaves me in my head with Richarlison or Kulusevski. Ooh. Kulusevski, right, let's look at them both. Kulusevski's been starting every single game. I think that answers my question, really, doesn't it? Richarlison has not been starting every single game. He started the last game, but then he had 3 games where he didn't start. And look, he's not had many goal returns this year, as Kulusevski has had, I don't think. I know he's had more, actually. Kulusevski's... It's his time to come. It's his time to come. That's what we're getting into right now. But we have a look at the other midfielders that are priced in my range and see if any of them scream out to me. Let's go on the midfielders. On 7.6 mil. Oh, we could have Bowen, who's playing against Newcastle. That could be a potential, right? Because I think Bowen might do well against Newcastle. I said Matoma, not touching the Brentford game. Wolves. Who was it Wolves are playing again? It was someone I've got in my team, right? Yeah, Villa. Pedro Neto has been getting involved in all of their goals recently, so could be a decent little shout to get into the team. But just for this game week, I feel like the game against Luton here, Kulusevski is probably a better option. Surely he's time to come soon. Look, he's getting decent XA. He can get involved. He can get involved. It is literally just one game week, this transfer. Just because Foden, it's not guaranteed. The Pep rotation it's just too risky. I know my 3 defenders are going to start. I know my midfielders are going to start. I know my strikers are going to start. Foden was in one way. It's like Pep might go, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to play Foden. What we're going to do is we play Alvarez and Doku, and then we're going to play 3 centre midfielders in Kovacic. Oh, Rodri's not there, is he? Oh. Let's have a look at the City team and see if Foden would be starting. He should be starting, like, you know. Right. But look, Kovacic is back now. So it'll be Kovacic and Mateus Nunes, I feel, in the midfield. And then he could play Grealish, Doku, Bernardo, and then have Foden on the bench because Doku has been playing well. Foden's been playing well as well. But Doku had something else. But Grealish being back means Doku would be on the right. Alvarez is fine as well, so yeah. Honestly, I'm going to have to keep it how it is. There, that's what I'm going to have to do for the week. I think. Oh, this is one of them. It's like, is it playing in my head? So just have a look at my midfielders again. At the 7.6 below midfielders, Sterling. Who is Chelsea playing against? Burnley. It's a game for away to score, to be honest, isn't it? It's just that what's really annoying right now is that 0.3 mil. If I just took the -4, could change my game week. Like, who do I think is going to keep a clean sheet here? Wow. Not many. Yeah, I don't know who would be keeping a clean sheet this week. Potentially Spurs against Luton. So, what if I did... Well, I'd have to look at defenders that are 4.5 mil and below. Defenders at 4.9 and below. Joachim Anderson could work. Cash couldn't work. Levi Colwill could work. I've already got the Chelsea defence. Yeah, Udogie. Okay. I could get Udogie in and Maddison. If it went like that. Get a remove player. Get Udogie. And then go on midfielders. Ooh, where are ya? Spurs. Maddison. How many clean sheets have they been keeping? No clean sheet there, no clean sheet there. Ooh, no clean sheet since the Bournemouth game. What's he been doing? Has he been getting any assists or out like that? Not really. And he did get ripped apart. I feel like, how have Burnley been doing? Let's also check as well. Burnley last week didn't score against Newcastle, did score twice against Luton. Oh, so it's Luton I'm looking at, sorry. Luton scored 3 times in the last game week, and scored against Wolves, didn't score against Fulham, scored against West Ham, didn't score against Chelsea, didn't play this week, and did score against Brighton. Will they score against this Spurs team? That is the question. Is it worth taking Udogie out? Taking a Estupiñán out for this Udogie? Ooh, but then I have to play Morris. Morris is in the team, innit? So I guess if there's going to be a goal, it's probably going to come from Morris. So it's not too doom and gloom, I don't think. Maddison is probably going to run the show against Luton. I can imagine he's going to have the time of his life. So that's why I just wanted to get Maddison in the team. Honestly, if Kulusevski scores now, I'm going to just die inside. I think Maddison will be the player for this weekend. I do, honestly do. But obviously, I just can't. I can't see myself risking the move for it. Richarlison could even just go wild against him, to be honest. He had a great game against Sheffield here, but if he's not, he played the full 90 as well against Liverpool. You know, he had his chances to score, but it's Richarlison. Right, it's going to be Richarlison or Kulusevski. That's the decision that's been made here. Is Richarlison or Kulusevski against Luton is the game to be touching. We're going to go Kulusevski. We're just gonna dive into it. Right, anyway, players to be looking at for this game week. I'd say Spurs midfielders, it's Son and Maddison are the ones that you're going to be looking at getting in your team, if you can get them in your team, unlike me. Burnley versus Chelsea, you'll be looking at the defence in this game, like a Colwill or a Sanchez like I've got. Maybe even a Burnley defender, just to see how Burnley are going to be playing. Everton versus Bournemouth, you're going to be looking at the Bournemouth team, mate. Honestly, Dominic Solanke, Tavernier, that's who you're going to be looking at in that Bournemouth game, because Everton have been playing crap. They got a result against Brentford somehow, but then failed to get a result against Luton last week. It was Fulham versus Sheffield United. Obviously, I'm back on the Fulham side here with Castagna in my team already. Castagna been playing well, and Andreas, who does run the show for Fulham. United versus Brentford, obviously got Højlund in the team, my guy, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the Brentford team. Brentford team, obviously Mbeumo is probably going to score against us the way we've been playing, so if you can get Mbeumo on your team, get Mbeumo on your team. I ain't a traitor though, so I ain't doing that. Palace versus Forest, obviously Eze runs the show for Palace. He does run the show, but I reckon Palace is going to get a result there, so getting your Edwards in, your Ayus in, your Andersons in. That's what I'm saying for that, because Forest struggled to get results away. Brighton versus Liverpool. I said a highlight from this game will be Matoma. Matoma will be the player from this game. Like he was last year, he will be this year. For Liverpool side, you'll be looking at a Gakpo or a Salah, really. Jota scored last night as well, to be fair. So this is clock rotation now. Salah is the guarantee, like Haaland is the guarantee. Salah is your guarantee. West Ham versus Newcastle. Newcastle coming off a 4-1 win against PSG. My God, you're going to be looking at everyone from that Newcastle team, but West Ham is not an easy opposition to face, so do be warned. Look out for them Bowens and Ward-Prowses, and from Newcastle, get them all in. Just get them all in. Wolves versus Villa. Pedro Neto from Wolves, as always, is the guy. If you want to go for a Wolves player, it is Pedro Neto, but Aston Villa, be looking more like a Diaby or a Matty Cash or a Digne. And then Arsenal versus Man City, the big game of the weekend before the international break. Arsenal versus Man City. You're going to be looking at your Sakas, your Odegaards, your Haalands, your Alvarezes. So you can stay clear of them defenders, I would say. But yeah, that is the transfers for this week. We're going to bring in Kulusevski to the team. Is it smart to do this? Or is it just smart to get rid of one of the injured players? See, it's playing with my head now. It's playing with my head. If we got rid of a Estupiñán and then I can make sure my defence is fine, and then the pep rotation with Foden, it ends up being it is what it is type vibes. Oh, that's my alarm. It ends up just being is what it is if I get rid of a defender. What defender did I say I wanted? If I got rid of a Estupiñán, I could actually get like Pedro Porro in the team, which actually might be smarter to do actually. Where is it? Pedro Porro for the game week. What a changeover I've just made there. Yeah, Pedro Porro is going to be in the team for the week. He has been starting all the games, and hopefully we'll get an assist against Luton, get involved in the goals. Because this pet rotation now doesn't bother me, because now pet rotation, Foden doesn't play, it means Saliba's going to come on. Not too bad. Right, make transfers. That was easy. Right, Pedro Porro against Luton. Yep, we're happy with that. Foden against Arsenal. Yep, we're happy with that. Defence is all fine. As I said, Morris is going to be on the bench and Eze can be here. Because if Eze is fit, because I had injury worries last week, and if Eze is fit, Eze is going to be in this team. That's what I want, Eze in this team. Andreas against Sheffield United can be my vice captain. Else it doesn't really matter much. Morris can be coming on, and then also if Foden doesn't play, then Saliba comes on, which is not too bad for me. I don't mind it. But yeah, that is the team for the game week, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know your teams in the comments, and let me know what you're thinking of doing for your team in terms of transfers. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.